Hello everybody, you're here with Khol Beauty with your host Claudia Lala. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is sort of a continuation of another video I made. If you want to see everything I have on my face, I'll link it down below. But I want to do a little something different. So far I did a very monochronic, you might say, even though I use several products. But very natural look, as you can see. But the initial motivation was to do a little more grayish sort of eye look in a very, very understated, barely there sort of way. And so I want to try here that with you. So if you're interested in that, please keep on watching. So far, the whole inspiration started with this Charlotte Tilbury Super Cindy lips. And well, actually started with the lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury called Foxy Brown that I never had tried. And I tried it and I love it. And so then it went this a little bit. So it's sort of a combination. And then of course the Gucci bronzer, which has a lot of red as well, sort of this lip liner. So it's sort of doing that. But then I apply a little bit of this Petal Poppy kind of cream blush, just a tiny bit. So the whole idea was to go grayish, like I mentioned. Now I pull out several items that are grays, eyeshadows, things like that. And I actually wanted to get, this is how I get inspired and why I buy the things I buy. I wanted to get their, the Chanel. She has this Les Ombre sort of thick eyeliners. This one is in 224 and metallic flash. But they have one that is gray. I think it's Graphite something, but they were sold out. So I might search for it somewhere else. Maybe they have it not just on their site. But now I'm looking for that, even though I do have the thin Graphite, but I couldn't find it. And anyhow, I pulled the other ones that I got. And so I have here, oh, I got here Graphite. This is not the one I was looking for. So then the name is something else. So I do have Graphite here. This is also Chanel, but this is Le Crayon Khol Intense Eye Pencil. So let's swatch them and see. So yeah, that's what I thought. This is a little more silver, but more shiny or platinum or lighter. I was thinking more the iron kind of silver. So what I pulled out was the Victoria Beckham. This is sea gray. This is also gonna be, so this one is the sea gray from Victoria Beckham. Oh, this might work. And this is the the Chanel Graphite. All right. And then I pull out the actual Victoria Beckham Ash. But this one should be gray. Yeah. All right, so I think we should work with this one. So this is Ash, and this is Sea Gray, and then this is the Chanel Graphite. I was sort of going in between, which is the other one I have, but this might work. Then I pull out some other very almost black, some of my favorite crayons for but it goes very smoky black eye, and I don't want to go there. So let's try this. So I'm going to try the Victoria Beckham. It has a little bit of, I don't know, shine to it. You see that? I was not looking for that metallic sort of. I'm going to go with the Chanel. It has a little bit less metallic. It still has metallic, but a little less. So what I'm going to do, I did apply a little bit, if you see my other video, a little bit of kind of dark brown eyeshadow as a liner. So that's okay. I mean, it was so little that I'm not gonna bother taking it off because it's barely there. And the minute I apply this one, you see, it sort of disappears. So there you go. There's a little bit of the grayish. And then, I don't know how to pull it out here. Well, let's see. If I just keep bringing it up a little bit, that's a little bit too much, but let's see with the brush and see if we can attain what I'm looking for. So this is a Sephora, very thin. I'll show you the brush in a little bit because I just want a thin line, but then I'm gonna start pulling the product in. Let's see if we can sort of do a stain sort of thing here. I'm gonna put a little bit more. Now I'm applying a lot more, a little more, what do you call it? Confirm, or a little more confident, because I already see that it melts nice, that it could work. And I'm kind of putting it in the crease. But the most important is right here. How does that look? It's a very, I think in camera it's barely there. So I don't know. Let me apply a little bit of the Victoria Beckham Ash, which was a little darker, and see if that helps us show a little bit more, at least at the end. Now, this might look almost black, but it's not black. So I'm gonna use a little thicker brush to bring the color in a little bit. There you have it. I think that's more or less what I was looking for. Now I did pull, I have here, this is Dior, a very older shades. This is 008. Now, don't ask me why I have it in this container and not in the real container, but it works. It's 008, and let me just apply one of the shades. I'll show you which one. On top of the eyeliner, just to see if it brings a little bit more what I'm looking for, that smoked out, very barely there sort of thing. Yep, that is more or less what I was hoping for. So let me do the other eye. So there you have it. A very, very simple look. If you notice, it's not so much what I use. I mean, I grabbed the eyeliners that I had, and definitely is this Graphite. And then it was very useful to have both of Victoria Beckham, the sea gray and the ash. But I could have just done with this too. And what I mean by that is a dark gray and a lighter gray. And then use a brush and just lightly sort of stain or maneuver really just this area, just to elongate the grayish. And look the effect it's having on my eye. I think it made my blue pop a little bit without becoming like a gray sort of look. Tell me if you like what I mean. And I think this is where the trend is going, in the sense of very, very light, barely there, sort of, but still kind of stain a little bit. And so there you have it. The other thing I wanted to add a little bit will be a little bit of the, I'm gonna add Chanel, the pearlescent, it's transparent. Because also I think highlight is still happening, but in a very, very almost not there sort of way. So I'm gonna apply a little bit on my lid. Look how beautiful. Yeah. And so this pearlescent, when I first got it, it's almost like those things that you're like, why get it if it's barely there? Nobody will notice it's there. But I've been grown to love it more and more. Well, first of all, it does show on camera. But in real life, the nice thing about it is, yeah, it doesn't look like you're wearing highlighter, and yet you do look a little more And so at my age, I think we all appreciate that kind of help. All right, so there you have it. Very simple, very lovely. So the very barely there, super Cindy, but it has a little bit of peach. Not as much, because let me swatch it against Beach Perfect, which is one of my favorites forever, a long time. I was going to show you that I have used it up, but not enough for you to believe me that I use it quite often. You know, my makeup is not very wearing. But here, I'll give you a sample. This is the Super Cindy. Super Cindy and Beach Perfect. Now, the big difference among those two is Beach Perfect has a little tiny more of pink. And this one has a little more, I wouldn't say peach, it's nectarine, it's sort of that. But look how beautiful, I think. And with the grayish there, and you know, I could have gone a little bit more. I think it's beautiful. Let me know if you like it. Please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so, please ring the bell in the right-hand corner. Comment below, thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.